everybody, my name is Gayle. I'm from Essential Firstfruits, and today's topic in this video is talking about the concept of finding your next customer and also how to connect with them. So this isn't really like a go-to scenario for exactly where to find your next person. It's just giving you a general idea of maybe some gaps and some bridges that need to be met for you before you're really able to hone in on finding those customers and knowing them when you see them. So I'm going to share a bit of my personal experience in this journey and hope that it enlightens you and encourages you, and maybe you don't have to make some of the same mistakes that I did. So first of all, a great question to really just get your gears turning is, who do you want to help? So often we have this idea of it just being like, essential oils, I need to help everybody, but really you don't, and you need to get specific on who it is that you really want to be spending your time with, who you want to be receiving phone calls and text messages from, who you want to be, spending a big chunk of your life with. Who are these people? Who do you want to help? You have a gift. There's no doubt about it. You were given a tremendous gift when somebody shared these with you, and now you understand that, which is compelling you to even be watching these videos in the first place, because you have the desire to share, and that's a beautiful thing. So a great question to ask yourself is, why was this gift given to you? Why were you chosen to not only receive it, but to be able to share it? And what specifically has this gift given to you? Has it given you your health? Has it given you some of your time back? Has it given you the gift of joy? There's so many different things from a really broad spectrum that we can credit these amazing essential oils for giving us. And that really can spur why we want to share these with others. It's important to know, as you're going through this, that you need to understand what your story is. And that's a totally separate video, and I really obviously encourage you to watch that. It's important to know what led you on this journey in the first place. It's something that you honestly need to spend some time rehearsing and crafting and writing out and honing and owning. You need to know what your story is, because it will be asked of you. It will be something that people will have curiosities about, and you need to be confident when you're asked that question, because that's only going to give what you're doing more credibility. And who doesn't want that? We don't like to be caught in these situations where we don't know what to say or how to react. And what that ends up leading to is for you to shut down and not want to share it all, and that's never the goal. So watch that video and understand what it means to really own your story about this journey and what has led you on this path, okay? In understanding your story, you also need to grasp the concept that like attracts like. Your vibe attracts your tribe. These are all cute little statements that are made, but they are so serious, because energy just happens to work that way, right? It is just the truth. Plain and simple, it is what it is. You'll notice that as you've gone through life, maybe at different points in your life, you have attracted a certain kind of crowd. Your friends maybe used to be completely different 5 years ago than what they are now. And it's because you have grown and you have changed and transformed into a different person. Your energy has changed. The frequency which you perform at, which you sit at, which you just operate day to day has changed. And therefore, you attract different people into that are also vibing at the same. Or maybe they're not quite vibing where you are, but they desire to vibe where you are. They want that, which is why they're so attracted to you, okay? Understand that that's a gift. It's a responsibility, and it's an awesome one to have. It's why it's so important to know your story, because within your story, you're going to know what it is that you are meant, who you are meant to share this with, who your next customer truly is. So now I'll tell you a little bit about my story. I first started within this, and honestly, these helped me with a minor health condition, okay? This wasn't something that was completely debilitating for me. It was simply an irritation. It was a skin, I had a lot of rashes and hives, and they drove me nuts, okay? That was my first introduction to essential oils, was experiencing relief from these amazing things. But what I actually caught wind of, the vision that I found when I went to my first essential oil class, far surpassed that of just like a quick fix for a health remedy. So when I first started and I really wanted to begin sharing these essential oils with people, I just wanted to find everyone I possibly could, because for real, my MO, my mission objective in life was just that I felt like nobody knew about these and everyone needed to know about these. I didn't care if you had a sniffle or if you were suffering from some chronic condition that kept you in your bed every single night. I did not care. I just needed you to know about essential oils. But what this led to was just pure chaos, okay? It was exhausting. I was throwing so much of myself and my resources into people that truly did not care or were interested at all in what I had to offer them. And what this led to was for me to feel like I didn't know what I was talking about. I felt very defensive a lot of the time. I felt like I needed to explain myself, get validation from other people. It was just this vicious cycle, and that exhaustion led to a lot of burnout. A lot of times in my journey when I felt like I just wasn't cut out for this. I felt like I don't know, I guess I don't have what it takes. It would lead me to really fall into this trap of just negativity and shutting down completely. And this was due to having absolutely no direction. Without vision, the people perish. And that is truly what I'm trying to offer to you, is please don't go down that path. Please don't just fly by the seat of your pants. I understand that being spontaneous is advantageous a lot of times, but performing every aspect of your life like that, especially within the spectrum of healing and of offering these amazing gifts, it's not going to get you where you're trying to go. So obtain vision as soon as you possibly can. Understand your story and understand that you're looking for the people who are looking for you. You are set out to bring freedom to the people who have dealt with a lot of the same issues that you have dealt with, okay? So I had a wake-up call. I was able to really look at who truly did say yes to me, who said yes to my husband and I, who said yes to dōTERRA. Who were these people that said yes to our team and our vision? And what that, I was able to really get specific from having this knowledge. I was able to understand the dynamics of what we were creating. And then I decided that once I got specific, that I was really able to be a lot more relatable. I decided to start opening up on some of the disadvantages I felt I had. I was able to start being honest about my setbacks and about things that I felt were frustrating within this journey, and I found that a lot of people were having the same problems. I ended up, as far as customers go, I started being really, like I said, relatable, offering up my stories, and I decided to start offering up solutions to them. I stopped trying to just look for these quick fixes and slapping band-aids and trying to find something, but I was just simply offering a solution, and I allowed the decision to be made from them. It was in their hands. I started to build trust with people, and this made all the difference. I built the trust first. I built upon connection with people. I decided to start being people's friends first and foremost, to allow my walls to come down, to be vulnerable. And what I found within that is that people started to trust me. I built rapport with them. It allowed them to trust me. I showed that I cared. I was never embarrassed by my passion, and that's something that I really would try to encourage you to do. Don't be embarrassed by what you do. Don't be embarrassed by wanting to share these amazing gifts. Own it. But also, don't seek to just shove it down people's throats. Don't seek for that validation. Don't ask for people to agree with you, Just understand that sometimes it's meant for you. And maybe it's meant for one other person within this group of people that you're surrounded with. But open your eyes to find that person. Open to build connection first. Don't just look for quantity over quality, So that really is my secret recipe is, number one, just build rapport first. Number two, allow space for trust. Number three, show that you care. And number four, then show how much you know. If you're also just if you allow space for generosity, that will benefit you tremendously. Be patient with the process. Understand that you are growing within this, and you can't demand out of other people what you haven't even given yourself yet. So allow the space to grow together. And ultimately, this is one of the most important aspects of this entire thing, is be yourself. If you are somebody who, cusses and uses really expressive language on a regular basis, then don't stop doing that just because you're presenting essential oils to somebody. Continue to be yourself. If you're somebody who loves to make jokes and laugh and make other people laugh, then make them laugh while giving them, these amazing essential oils. If you're somebody who's serious, and you're really heartfelt and emotional, then allow that to continue to be you. But people will see right through it if you're not being authentic. So always strive for authenticity. I hope that this information has really helped you understand that it really is more about owning that confidence and that space within yourself. And the customers, I promise, will flock to you, okay? They will be so attracted to the vibration that you're putting out into the world because you're genuine and you really care about other people. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Know that I'm always here to answer any questions.